MIM party had lodged a strong protest and staged a walkout from the BSE. The reason for our walkout was that in the last assembly session, when the debate on the state reorganization bill was going on the last day, the speaker suddenly announced the closure of the debate and the closure of the subject. When the Honorable Speaker had asked all the political parties to give the amendments to the bill, when amendments were given, we have been repeatedly asking in all the BSEs as to what would be the fate of the amendment which has been given. Will the assembly debate on the amendments? Will a member be allowed a chance to introduce the amendments? Or will there be a voting on the amendments? Or will there be a division on the amendments? Speaker, Honorable Speaker, very tactfully I would say, had avoided our question, not once, twice, but repeatedly. And on the last day, he just closed the subject. Whatever was happening in the House, the people of the state of Andhra Pradesh are witness to it. But in a healthy democratic practice, which has been adopted in all the legislature, is that whenever a subject is closed, an opportunity has been given to a member or a political party if they want to lodge a protest. That time when the subject was getting closed or announced by the Speaker, we had requested that an opportunity be given to us to lodge our protest. The way in which the subject has been closed, we wanted to lodge our protest for our amendments not being taken up, for our amendments not being given an opportunity to be introduced, because those were very important amendments that we had given about the sharing of the capital, then about the High Court, about the education, about the employment, about the joint governor, and the law and order being in the hands of the governor, because what MIM feels is that if the law and order is going to be in the hands of the governor of the city and he's going to have two advisors, I would like to make a question mark and ask, what if the BJP comes in power in Delhi and they appoints Amit Shah as the governor of the Andhra Pradesh or the joint governor? What would be the fate of the minorities living in the state, whether Andhra or Telangana? If he has advisors, two advisors, again from same Sangh Parivar, what would be the fate of the minorities? Because we are seeing here what is happening. All the records are very clear. What Asim Anand is saying, how he had a talk with telephonic conversation. Records are there, his confessions are there, how the RSS leader was involved in Makkah Masjid blast, in Ajmer Sharif and other blast. So, seeing all these things, seeing the situation, MIM have moved the amendments where we wanted our amendments to be taken up and addressed. But Speaker, in an undemocratic way, I would say unconstitutional, I would say it is very unhealthy democratic practices which has been adopted with the Speaker, which led to closure of that and also not allowing political parties to lodge the protest. This was one. And secondly, when the leader of the House gives a notice to the Speaker for a resolution, then that resolution is accepted by the Speaker. And when the resolution was passed by voice vote, that time also again, any resolution which comes It's a parliamentary practice. When a resolution comes, if any political party has a disagreement for that resolution, still with the majority, if the government passes the resolution, a political party is given an opportunity to lodge their protest. That time also, MIM party has raised from their seats and the chairs and requested the speaker to allow us kindly an opportunity to lodge our protest against this resolution. But the Honorable Speaker didn't allow us again to lodge our protest against the resolution. And he has passed the resolution by voice vote, and the government keeps on telling everybody that a unanimous resolution. I would like to come on record and say that voice vote cannot be treated as a unanimous resolution or unanimous. Voice vote is never unanimous. But still, the government is going ahead. So I would say that not only an injustice has been done to the people of Telangana, the injustice has been done to the people of the entire state by not allowing MIM party to introduce their amendments, have a division on the amendments or a voting on their amendments, nor giving an opportunity to protest against the motion moved by the Leader of the House. Under these circumstances, under these two, a strong protest in the BSE, and MIM party was the first party to lodge the protest against the actions of the Honorable Speaker, which is an unhealthy, undemocratic practices adopted by the Speaker, which he shouldn't have done. For that, MIM party has walked out from the BSE. So that is why I have come here to inform you all about the reason for our walkout from the BSE. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.